everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great full body workout that you can do in your home with minimal equipment. We're going to use one heavier tube or band in a higher position, one fit ball, and a little bit lighter set of dumbbells, and a foam roller if you have one. And that's it. That's all you'll need. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout just to get your heart rate up, your muscles and joints warmed up, and your mindset ready for movement. All right, so we're going to start today with a lat pull down. Your lats, your latissimus dorsi are your big muscles in your back, and they attach right up here under your shoulders. So moving those arms in that position is a great way to work those lats. So sit down on the floor or sit down on a ball. If you've got like a higher balcony, you can loop this around. You can sit on a ball. You could kneel on one knee. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I don't have high ceilings, so I'm looping it through a door. When you get started, regardless of if you're sitting on a ball or kneeling or sitting on the floor, pull those shoulders down and back to start. Good posture, nice and tall. Pull those bands right towards your armpits. You're driving your elbows down towards the floor, squeezing those shoulder blades down and together as you pull. Nice and slow both directions. Keeping those abs nice and tight. Keep those shoulders down even when your arms go up. So don't let them go up like this. Keep those shoulders down. 2 more. 9 and 10. Get that really good squeeze as you go up. Okay. Next, we are going to do some side lunges. So, the easiest way to do these correctly is to do them in front of something, like your kitchen sink, or like really close to your piece of equipment that you're using for balance. You want to be really close up to it, so that when you do that lunge, you're sitting back. So I'm going to step out to the side, bend this knee, and sit back into it. This knee is straight. Notice that this knee is still over my ankle. I'm sitting way far back versus going like this. I want to have my weight in my heels, and then we'll go to the other side. Now you can use a weight. Reach down, reach across that toe. There's a different, you can also just hold a weight in between, like this right here, or be using those hands on that source of balance to really sit back. You can use that object, whatever you're using for balance, to sit back and kind of lean back just a little bit. It's not cheating. It's a good protective mechanism for your knees, especially if you haven't done these or they're challenging for you to do with proper form. Let's do 2 more on each side. Really sit back, squeezing those glutes as you go to stand up. And rest. Good. Okay. I'm going to raise my camera up just a little bit and move it over. Okay. Next, we're going to do windmills on the ball. So I want you to grab a set of dumbbells, probably a little bit on the lighter side. Sit on the ball, and we're going to walk out to a bridge so that your head and shoulders are resting comfortably on top of the ball, and then your hips are engaged. You're engaging your glutes so that your hips are flat with your knees and your shoulders. Start with the weights over your head, and we're going to basically scissors your arms here. Nice and slowly. Keep those hips up, really engaging those glutes, engaging that core, keeping you steady on top of that ball. Breathe. Now, if this feels okay, that's great. If your shoulders are hurting at all, you first of all can grab a lighter weight, but bend your elbows just a little and then keep them bent so that you just have a shorter lever that your shoulders are having to rotate on. Remember those hips. Don't let those hips droop. Good. 2 more each side. Nice and slow and controlled. And rest. Good. Bring them back down to your chest, and then you can slowly walk yourself back up. If you haven't tried that bridge on the ball and you want to, but you're a little nervous, do put your ball like next to your bed or some, your coffee table, something that you know you can kind of use for balance as you walk out, and it's right there. Just give yourself a little bit of reassurance if you're not so sure about those bridges. The other thing is you can do a bridge on the ground. Just lie down with your feet or with your back flat on the ground, knees bent, come up into a bridge, and then do those there. That also works if you don't have a ball or if you're nervous to do those. Okay, next we're going to grab a foam roller if you have one. Lay it out on the ground. And we're going to lay right on top of it. So put your spine right on top of that ball. This is a really good shoulder mobility and postural exercise because look at what it does to my chest. It's really opening my chest. My back is kind of wrapping around that ball a little bit. Now we're going to do snow angel arms. Now if you have shoulder pain and you can't go up above your head like that, that's okay. If you even just sit like this is a good postural exercise or stretch actually. Or you could just be in this range of motion if you can't go overhead like this. That's okay. Nice and slow. Just feel the feels here. Like if you find one spot that feels really good to stretch, you can just kind of hold it. If this is really painful, by all means, you don't have to stay on here. But do your best. If you don't have a foam roller, you could do this standing with your back against the wall and trying to keep your hands along the wall, or you could lie down on your back and, just like I am right now without the foam roller, and do this, trying to keep your hands touching the floor. You may be surprised that just that small range of motion is a really good opener. It's a good stretch. And rest. Okay. Now get up nice and slowly so you don't get lightheaded. Actually, we're just going to roll over. We're going to do a plank. So you don't even need to stand up and worry about any of that lightheadedness. Refresh my screen here. We're going to do a plank on your elbows. So you want your elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Step those feet back, and let's hold it for 30 seconds. I've got my watch on. Keep your head in line with the rest of your spine. Again, no looking down like this, no looking forward. You want to keep that neck happy. Keep that head in neutral. Remember, if you start to feel like you're going up like this, bring those hips down. If it's getting to be a little much, try putting one knee down, then the other. You can, and then if you really need to, you can put both knees down. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, you can sit back in child's pose after that. Stretch out those shoulders a little. Now, stand up slowly. We've just done 2 things, on your back, on your front, but on the floor. Make sure you take your time with that floor to stand transition. And then take a minute after you stand up as well. Make sure that you are feeling okay. Okay, we're going to end with a balance challenge. I want you to put your feet in a tandem stance or a staggered stance if tandem is just a little bit too much. Remember to always do these next to something sturdy in case you need to reach out. I'm going to have you do some side leans in this tandem stance. So I'm just tipping here at the torso. So we're taking your body off center. Still in a good postural though. So I'm standing tall and going side to side. I don't want to be bending forward and going side to side. I really want to work on that posture and just bending side to side, working on that. Taking your body off center, changing that center of balance. Now we're going to switch sides. So put your other foot in front and do the same thing. If it helps you to have your hands out to the side, that's okay. If it helps you to have them on your hips, whatever is comfortable, challenge yourself. See if one feels a little easier than the other. Whoops. Really got to make those shifts when your body is going side to side. Lots of work in those feet. Spread your toes out in those shoes like this, so you're using your whole foot, not just the outer edges. And rest. Okay, good. I like that one. That's a good challenge. Okay, go through these 1 or 2 more times. Add a little cardio in between. Get that heart rate up, keep it up, and keep challenging yourself through these circuits. If you have any questions or need any modifications, let me know. You can private message me or leave a message in the comments, and we'll address it. Thank you so much. Have a great workout, everybody. See you next time.